My name's Abby. I am a Marine Conservation Officer for Cornwall Wildlife Trust, and I also work as Project Manager on the THEBEACH Rangers project, and finally I'm also a volunteer and a member of my local marine group, the St Agnes Marine Conservation Group. It was my role at the Wildlife Trust in 2007, 12 years ago, to set up a local marine group around a voluntary marine conservation area in Looe. So it was my role to get this local community action group to support this amazing marine environment in Looe, which also happens to have Looe Island, which is one of our Cornwall Wildlife Trust nature reserves. And we found that it was such a successful project and it had such an impact on that community and its marine environment that we completely saw the value of it, and that it needed to happen across the county, that we needed to see more of this community conservation work happening, particularly if you think at that time was the passing of the Marine and Coastal Access Act in 2009, and so this was a big deal for marine conservation. In 2010 we received more funding from Heritage Lottery Fund to start the Yorkshire project, and that was setting up new groups, particularly in St Agnes, which I'm now still involved in 12 years on, but also supporting existing marine groups to make sure that we could all grow and thrive and learn from each other. I saw such value in it that even in my daytime, being part of my job, in my spare time throughout that whole period, so the last 10 years, I've been involved in local groups as a volunteer, as a community member myself, because that's sort of the value of what we're doing. You know, it's not just a job, it's your passion, your hobby, and it's something every single person involved in the Yorkshire network is doing, is amazing.
So I'm Shuk Sesmini. I'm from the University of Exeter and working on the Yorkshire project from an evaluation perspective. So I provide the team with support around how to best collect data on gaining insights into sort of what the project has done for communities and young adults as well. 4 years down the line now, we've been sort of helping collect lots of data on all the programs that have been running and sort of put the main insights of that into various sort of short reports, so we have an understanding of where the project's been beneficial and where it can be improved and developed as well. In terms of us, it's been a real eye-opener in terms of the mobility that this kind of project provides community organisations, and how it kind of acts as a gel to bring everyone together and communicate. And because if you're a small organisation like one of the Friends of organisations, it can be sort of a quite lonely place at times, and to kind of have this gel bringing all those organisations together and communicating and sort of be support for each other, I think that's really valuable, and that was an eye-opener for us as a university to see that actually having developed. And it's to be honest, it's really rewarding for us in a way to provide that support for voluntary sector organisations, because time and resources are stretched, and you know, doing your own evaluations just adds to that pressure, and we've just been glad to sort of be part of that positive movement as well.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Roberts. I'm chairman of Three Bays Wildlife Group, which covers the area between Carlisle Bay and all the way to Port Holland on the South Cornish coast. We cover all the fishing ports and all the inland catchment areas in between. I've been asked to talk about how I got involved with the THEBEACH Rangers project. First I'd like to say I'm Cornish, I'm from Cornwall, so I'm very, very passionate about where I live. And THEBEACH Rangers projects give me the opportunity to develop that passion for where I live, particularly for wildlife, and have an effect on how we protect and look after where we live, really. I got involved because I'm local, and the opportunity, which is a fantastic opportunity, was presented to us by the project to take an idea that's been kicking around for a long time with members of the community, but we didn't have any funding, we didn't have necessarily the expertise within us to do that, and the THEBEACH Rangers project provided that, so it's a big win for us and a big win for them, hopefully, and for the local environment where we live. We've been involved now for about 3 years, so we're quite a new one to set up part of the project. We've gained a lot from it. Personally, I've gained a lot, but the community's gained a lot. We've learned things we didn't know about. We've got various expert bits of wildlife that we never even knew was there, and it's a great opportunity for people to get out and experience that, and the passion not only for wildlife but actually the communities where we live, it's really brought them together to look after the place, which is really important to us.
My name is Becky Thomas and I co-coordinate the Education and Outreach team for Falmouth Marine Conservation. So I got involved with the Yorkshire Beach Rangers project by joining Falmouth Marine Conservation when I moved to the Falmouth area. I wanted to get involved because I care very much about marine conservation, but also about inspiring and engaging the general public and trying to raise awareness of marine issues in a fun way that makes people want to get more involved and tackle the problems, so it's not doom and gloom and pessimistic, but it's empowering and exciting. So I have personally gained lots of confidence skills and a lot of time management skills in coordinating teams of volunteers. I've also learned data collection skills. I was a sequest coordinator as well, which was through Cornwall Wildlife Trust, and lots of species ID skills with rock pool rambles. I also then became a BSAC snorkel instructor through the Yorkshire Rangers project, which has been an incredible experience, and I think the community gain a lot from the Yorkshire project as well. Like I said, just engaging people, making them excited about the marine environment, and then in turn helping them want to protect it.
Hi, my name's Claire Hoddinott. I'm from the Friends of the Foy Estuary group. Originally started with the Yorkshire project right back at the start, back in 2010, when we were one of the original 5 VMCA groups to get involved in the project. We got involved through just Abby's original enthusiasm for the marine environment, something that we were already interested in, but we managed to run some different sessions with the help of the Yorkshire project. Things like we did some more rock pool rambles, and that just brought a whole new membership to our group, and we got loads more families involved in our group, which was a really positive thing. A lot of our members are more aware of the environment. We are not just a marine group actually, we do quite a lot of terrestrial surveying, and that's something that I'm really proud of as a group, is that we do quite a lot of surveys and monitoring of habitats, and we do submit results to real science, and myself with a science background, that's really important to me. Personally, I just love the enthusiasm of the people that we get involved in. I'm able to go to the Yorkshire Beach Rangers and say, guys, I'm not very confident on running this particular event, can you come and help me? They come along with enthusiasm and just passion about the marine environment, and that passion then spreads far and wide, and I think everybody comes back with a big smile.
My name is Laura. I am the co-founder and the chair of Nuka Marine Group. We started in 2013 after a lot of conversations to find out what was going on in the town, and we are now strong at 150 members. We have a committee that are passionate, of all ages, from the school, the students at the college, all the way up to pensioners, which is amazing. They all interact and get on really well, and we have real active involvement in, hopefully, in a lot of events around the town. The town kind of know us now. People have any questions about the marine life on the coast, and they kind of message us, which is really great. We were kind of on our own independently as a marine group, and then we heard about the Yorkshire network, and we started joining in a lot more of those events and doing a lot of snorkels and kind of events with the Yorkshire group and the volunteers. And we work with the college quite a bit, so a lot of the academic or the Beach Ranger project, the youngsters, they've really, as part of their work experience, have come to us. So we've become the place where they can get their volunteer hours and learn about the Yorkshire network and learn about what they want to do in the future. And I think meeting the Yorkshire network and meeting the larger
work that's going on around the county has been invaluable, not only because we can meet people that have the same mindset as us, but also who can help us if we have any questions. With a bigger voice that we've become in Cornwall, I think we have hopefully real impact on what goes on in the county. And I think if it wasn't for that, we'd feel isolated and we would feel like we're banging our head against a brick wall. And I think the Yorkshire network has allowed us to have a bigger voice and a real impact.
Hello, my name is Bex Allen. I work for Cornwall College Newquay and I'm the Programme Manager for Marine Conservation and Applied Marine Zoology. So lots of my students have become involved with the Yorkshire Beach Rangers project, and I've been trying to encourage them to do that. And it's a great thing for me to see them going out into the community and being involved through Beach Rangers with so many other community groups. So joining things like the Cornwall Seal Group and Newquay Marine Group, Cornwall Wildlife Trust, getting involved with all of these things. So they're not just in the college learning about all the issues facing marine conservation, they're actually out there in the community, meeting all sorts of new people, getting involved and actually doing something really positive. And it's a really great feeling for me to be part of that and to see them going and doing that. I think that's the best thing, that positivity and that hope, by seeing a whole generation of new people going out and engaging with all the problems that we're facing.
So I'm Daisy Harris, I'm a third year applied marine zoologist student at Newquay Cornwall College.
My name's Josh Hells.
I'm Talia.
I'm Josh Symes and I'm one of the beach rangers that is associated with Newquay Cornwall College.
So I first got involved with the Yorkshire Beach Rangers project when I moved down to Cornwall and started studying at Newquay College.
So I first got involved in Yorkshire Beach Rangers when I was at uni, and it was probably during my second year that I probably got into it, because you hear about it in your first year, but your first year you kind of all excited and new, so you get into it in your second year.
I got involved with the Beach Rangers project not only as a form of work experience to help me gain more in the field so I can hopefully get a job after my course finishes, but also because it gives you an opportunity to meet lots of people and see how they've gone through their progression into their respective careers, and hopefully that way I can learn something from it.
I'm a part of Beach Rangers as well. I do a lot of work for Newquay Marine Group, and I've just recently come into engage with 2 Minute Beach Clean, being their guardian angel for the 5 sections of Newquay.
I got involved with the snorkelling event they held and did the training for it, so now I can assist them in all their snorkels in the summers.
And they offered all these exciting programs like you could be a marine mammal medic.
I'm currently on silver, but I'm nearly at gold now, and I've been involved with this for nearly 2 years. I started when I first joined the uni last year, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been able to gain a lot of experience with the Beach Rangers Academy, just sort of not just filling out the pass, but just generally doing lots of different events, whether it's snorkeling, rock crawling, or going to different talks and different training exercises, not even to do with nature, but not the integral bits of it, so the more extended versions, so like social media training and how to engage people into the environment, as well as actual sort of courses to do with the environment, such as BWR training and Marine Stranded Network training that's run by the Cornwall Wildlife Trust.
I got involved with it because I thought it was a really good opportunity to make some contacts. They helped funded my orca training as well, and hopefully will continue to maybe fund anything else in the future I want to partake in.
So I've gained, important thing I've gained, and a lot of people don't think that it's that important, but it's knowing all the right people in Cornwall and networking. So
the Beach Rangers has given me the contacts I need to go and find these people and be introduced to them, which is like another little stepping stone, and is always quite useful. And then through all these training exercises and contacts, I've also then managed to land myself a voluntary role with the Wildlife Trust as the Shore Search Volunteer Coordinator. And this is basically just me being able to go out rock crawling, use my identification skills I've learned from the Beach Rangers and all the social media skills I've learned, and put it into practice by organising everybody together.
So Beach Rangers has offered me that I'm more confident and I can go out and actually meet new people. I'm currently doing an internship with the Zoological Society of London. I got into that because Yorkshire Beach Rangers got me marine stranding trained, And then when I went marine stranding trade, I went and done the post-mortems for James Barnett. And then from the post-mortems, they was all the people that were interviewing me at Cornwall Wildlife Trust. So they knew that I could do it. So by them avenues, even if it takes a year, 2 years, it works out because now I can do this amazing thing with badgers and I can vaccinate badgers.
Engagement massively, and I like the well-being factor that they're using the sea as a benefit towards people's mental health state of all ages. I find that really beneficial, particularly to myself. For me, the ocean is a stress debuster. I couldn't live without her, basically.
I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence through doing events like this and hope to continue that in the future as well.
I got into it because it seemed like such an amazing opportunity, because you move down to Cornwall for the nature and environment and the wildlife, and the Offshore Beach Rangers is a good avenue to get into that. The courses that they offered fit really well to you, so you just want to get involved and you want to do more, and then once you're trained you want to go out there and you want to be involved.
Hi, I'm Brenda Wilmot. I'm an employee of Cornwall College and I'm the project officer for the Beach Rangers Academy. So I lead the Beach Rangers Academy, which runs out of Cornwall College, Newquay. I was the Surf Science and Technology Foundation degree course manager at Cornwall College, Newquay, and the BSc Marine Sports Science program manager. The reason for it, I just wanted a change, and I kind of wanted to see if I could instigate some kind of behaviour change and make a difference. The Beach Rangers Academy, a little bit like DFE, runs on a kind of 3 strands, bronze, silver and gold, and within that they have to do, participants have to do lots of different activities, volunteering, attend events, keep fit in the broadest sense. I started off just working with 16 to 24-year-olds, found that was working really well, decided that I could, why was I only having beach rangers when I could have junior beach rangers, so then we kind of stepped back and moved it into like secondary schools, which is really cool. And we've now got a secondary school in Cornwall who actually have progressed through bronze, silver and are now doing gold Beach Rangers Awards. Then having done that, I thought, so why aren't we moving this back again? So we moved it back to primary. And now we've actually just taken it into reception and infant, which is absolutely delightful. They're just little sponges, so they just absorb everything. So we're now running mini beach rangers right the way through to full beach rangers, which is great. And it's all about the environment, but it's also about the young people and the children that we're working with. So it's about their well-being, it's about upskilling them, improving their employability skills, teaching them about the green economy and how they can work in that economy to bring something back and give something back in the future. So that's what I do. Spend a lot of time talking to lots of lovely people, particularly enjoying working with, we've got a group of homeschoolers called CEDA, who are absolutely amazing. We've kind of supported them while they've grown a whole environmental eco school on Tuesdays, which is awesome. And also working really interestingly with Nexus at Campbell Science Academy, because who are gifted and talented children. Very challenging, because they have a lot of very difficult questions that they want answered, and you've got to have those answers, or you've got to go away and find them out, which is really interesting. But we equally well, we work with Spectrum, who are children, young people with autistic tendencies, somewhere on the spectrum somewhere. You know, quite challenging, quite challenged young people as well. But we're really getting to grips with it. They're really enjoying it. Working outside of that, we're working with The Way Forward, which is another group of young people that are excluded from school for various reasons, or are school refusers, and it's really about helping them build their confidence and their self-esteem so that they've got something to offer, which is working really well. What have I gained from it? Oh, so much satisfaction, I can't tell you. When I see these little ones in their branded coats going out, and then I see, all the way through, you see children at secondary school who are school avoiders, who are terrified, at school, got no friends, and you put them into a select little group and teach them, and seeing the difference at the end to the beginning, their journey is awesome. And seeing what they've done within their school, so like they've now got their garden, or they walk the dog, they walk their school dog, or they become an eco school, or they go plastic free, whatever it might be. It's so rewarding. I can't really explain that. It kind of makes me really quite emotional to even think about it. And then seeing our grown-up beach rangers from university colleges and universities going out and actually having moved through the programme and graduated, working in those jobs, which is the plan was to see that journey through. And they're here today, some of them, actually as part of various groups, marine groups around the county, and they've gone off all over the world to do what we've taught them, which is just so rewarding.
I'm Sue Sayer from Cornwall Silgate Research Trust, and we engaged with the original Your Shore project back in 2008, which changed our organisation forever because it enabled us to start a project in Looe with the local Looe Marine Conservation Group, and that has been a model that we've rolled out across all our regions ever since. What do I get out of it? I get a load of optimism, because joining this massive network where we're all working for the same aim is massively empowering and very motivating, and it gives me hope for the future. Of course, my hope for the future is based on young people, because without sorting out young people and getting them engaged with our movement, we're not going to get anywhere. So I think the Your Shore project has probably been the most important project that the Wildlife Trust has ever been involved in, and I think it's part of all our futures. We're lucky to have the network, we're lucky to be joined up and be learning from each other, so it's been awesome.
Hello, I'm Nikki Clear. I'm the Data Officer at Cornwall Wildlife Trust. I've been involved with the Beach Rangers project since the beginning, so I share the office with a wonderful team, and I've been seeing the project grow over the years. It's wonderful to see these groups taking on the engagement with young people throughout Cornwall, and to grow and to network and to see what's happening around the county with these wonderful people. I've been involved with the Your Shore project since 2012 as a volunteer with Abby, and I've been involved with the St Agnes Marine Conservation Group as well, helping to run their website and helping with events. Yeah, I just love being part of this huge movement around the county, and know that it's part of something even bigger, not just in my local area, not just in Cornwall, but nationally.